Alright, what do you think about his bars?
And find somebody else to re-sing that hook.
So it always has to be best foot forward.
What up, y'all? It's Trust, Desmond, and Blue, and we're just gonna review some music. We'll go in depth. We're not just gonna say we like it, or we don't, to a little more detail. So this is from CM. The record's called Propaganda, and here we go.
Yo, I am birthed from the struggle, born into the struggle, cope in the struggle, learn from all the struggle. And yeah, things could get better, but yo, we still struggling, trying to survive this government, get this cash bubbling. They wanna see us murdering each other over nourishment. We fake me out encouragement, like chase your dreams by any means necessary, and whoever stands in your way, they get buried. Cause only the strong will survive, but they don't talk about those with knowledge who has arrived. They won't show you how to divide an equal slice of the pie.
Alright, so I have basically a plan kind of thing to ask these guys. And so first, what are your initial thoughts when you first heard it?
It sounded like some underground rap. Nothing commercial, which is cool. I mean, if that's his market.
What do you think of the production, like the mix and all that?
It was cool. I mean, it's better than average. Once you heard the first like 4 bars, you heard the entire beat. Just as a listener, I got kind of bored after a while.
So a little more music candy.
Yeah, or some sort of, you know what I'm saying, some sort of change or variation just to keep the listener engaged.
What do you think about his delivery, execution?
Well, he has mic presence. I feel like a lot of people who make the type of music that he makes sound the way he sounds.
Yeah.
So he would have to find a way to distinguish himself, you know what I'm saying, from everybody else.
What was your initial thoughts when you heard his record?
I agree with everything you just said.
You agree with everything he said?
I do.
Alright, what do you think about his bars?
I don't know. Because he was just saying facts, it wasn't like bars.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing too, like, with that type of content, if you're gonna do it, you have to figure out a way to deliver it in such a way that people like will actually listen to it, right? Because it can come off as too preachy.
I wanted a hook. Too.
Oh yeah, was there a hook?
I think there was a hook, but the fact that none of us really caught that kind of says something. Because I was talking to him earlier. I was like, did the hook already pass by? We couldn't tell, so I think you might want to bring a little more dynamic into the hook. Because I know like people that rap like this underground style like to spit their hooks as well.
But just breathe it, make it more breathing. So
yeah, I mean, because if you're not gonna have a hook, then you better have some damn good bars.
The Blue actually had a session he had to run to, but I will have him listen to it, and I'll have him. I'll email you what he said. So this is Youth, Lost Paradise.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Somewhere we lost.
Music, y'all. Music, man. Dirty rubber music. Whoa, yeah. See Babylon, Rocking down the street, beat shaking concrete constantly until war become peace. Nightmares turn reality. Sweat up my sheets. I'ma ride for my peeps. Cry, die. All I wanna do is get paid for my music.
Damn.
What were your initial thoughts on that one?
It's gonna be a while before you get paid for your music, bruh. Damn. The thing that he really needs to do is like just continue writing and work on flows.
Work on your delivery, bro.
Flows.
Really
like,
work on that delivery.
Aside from the delivery of the flows, man, the flow is just not there. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like very rudimentary. It sounded like amateurish.
A good pointer for that is to make sure your producer, your engineer matches the BPM of the beat properly and use the metronome.
And better beats too, man. Just get better beats, bro.
What do you think about the hook?
So it sounded like Shorty was off key. You know what I mean? Like, and then, and the other thing too, what really turns me off, if I could predict damn near everything you about to say, it's like boxing. I shouldn't be able to telegraph your punch.
Alright, let's ask you, what was your initial thought when you first heard it?
I like the beat.
You like the beat?
Yeah.
Okay, so the beat, that's a good point. What about his delivery?
I didn't like the delivery. I didn't like the rhymes.
How could he improve?
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect.
It just sounds like he needs to keep rapping and get better.
Yeah, pretty much. And find somebody else to re-sing that hook.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was kind of off.
Alright, next one. This is Hop In and Out the Whip. from Stunner.
Yeah, y'all need to keep up, man. I'm on my way to go get it. Yeah,
I hop in the whip and I gotta go get it. The fuck is you saying? We started with nothing, but now the team buzzing. How much are they paying? We want the dough, the bitches, the clothes. That's all that I'm saying. Oh, they screaming we made it. I guess that's why they hating. I hop in the whip and I gotta go get it. The fuck is you saying? We started with nothing, but now the team buzzing. How much are they paying? We want the dough, the bitches, the clothes. That's all that I'm saying.
On that one, I think it needed more energy. When the verse came around, and you know, like he dropped out the drums and it was just the music, his vocals was just kind of like flat to me. Like if you're gonna drop out the beat like that, like either the bars gotta be hard or like the energy or something has to be there to captivate.
What do you think of that hook?
It was cool. I mean, it didn't stand out. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like great or anything like that. I think it's another thing that, you know, could use a little bit more charisma. And do like, all right, cool, you got the melody, but like, you know, where's the energy? You know what I'm saying? Like some little variance or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't like it, but it was average.
How can he make it not average? Can he prove something? His flow, his execution.
His flow was fine. His tone, I didn't really care for. It's just like getting your presence behind the mic correct.
Okay.
That's what I mean when I say tone.
All right, this record's called Third Eye Perceptions by Tooth.
Disappear maybe, man. Anyone notice? Yeah.
J rolling while I'm coasting through this life I'm living. Mac Miller shit, you can't fight the feeling. I just manifest, the mind so appealing. Destiny got a recipe, I just ride, she lead it. I just slide, believe it, I'll get mine by evening. This is chess, not checkers. Every L is a lesson, every W is wisdom. I'm striving after perfection, doing it for my children. Use my mind as a weapon, used to think I was tripping. Real
Right after building, but that's just how it goes when your destiny is fulfilling. I be cooling on the corner with $3 and 6 dimes. Yeah, you might laugh.
That part could have gone. Yeah. That part could have gone.
Auto-tune.
Your flow is a little early, and the timing, that kind of irked me. But like that one part where you kind of try to smooth out a little bit more. It was kind of falling a little behind, and it made me feel uncomfortable.
I feel it.
That's what happened.
It made me feel uncomfortable.
The execution was good though. It was strong.
You could just nudge your timing for it a little bit.
Even the hook, the idea of the hook was dope. I am drugs.
Yeah, I like that.
See, I thought that was too on the nose.
I'm just saying, if you gonna have your homie or whoever, just put them in key, man. Cause literally when everybody heard that, everybody was just like, nah.
What do you think about the mix?
It was very bright. A lot of 1K, 2K, because there's a lot of radio presence. But just kind of take that out a little bit. Just smooth out the vocal a little bit more. Like,
Right,
I mean,
right.
I can hear the bass hitting, and I can hear, but it's like in between the area of the vocal presence and the music, it was just cloudy there.
Just continue to work and continue to write. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can find his way. Just continue to work at it.
So this is Cranston, DJ Mees and Cranston, 100 Islands, produced by K6.
I got the message, girl, I know you got no plans. You got the memo, I just wanna see you dance. It's like a movie, girl, I say we just don't know. We just don't know. Bring me into your world right now. Let me in your world. Bring me into your world right now.
First thoughts, guys.
It was cool.
It's cool.
You know, I think some of the melodies could have been different, but there were more parts that I liked about it than I didn't like.
Well, what didn't you like?
Look, when he started going up,
Yeah, same here.
I was like, that was kind of a weird transition.
Oh, it's a nice vibe. There's not a lot of bad things I can really pick out about it. I just think it's better than a lot of stuff we've heard so far.
It's the best thing I heard.
Okay.
I think the beat was the worst part of the song. It doesn't have a lot of depth to it. It's just like a continuous loop over and over. So I feel like if there was a little bit more depth to the song, and if it had a transition, then it would actually lift what he did up more. But I remember the part, bring me into your world right now.
I like
remember
that.
Oh, na, 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 na. So I definitely think it's catchy.
So that was basically the last artist. What do you think is the worst way to approach a label or a rep? Just so they can not do it.
Feeling like they're entitled to being listened to in response. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that they're the one and they have trash ass music. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like I don't know how many submissions that I get where the first thing is, oh, this is the hottest thing, you got to sign it. You're already setting the expectations high, and for people who consume a lot of music, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be more critical. Best thing to do is to under-promise and over-deliver.
Yeah.
But everybody, majority of people do the exact opposite.
What do you think it takes for an artist to be successful in this market today?
It's a lot.
A fan base.
I
A
think
good ass team.
First and foremost,
if you don't have a fan base.
A good ass team.
I don't know, man.
if you
I mean,
don't,
the quality of the music
But
has
you
to
can get
exceed
to
some
that
threshold.
point.
at the end of the day, you can just put your music on the internet. But if you're not finding a way to break yourself or separate yourself in between millions and millions of people who upload shit on the internet every day, then you just get 100 plays.
Well, that's it then. Fuck the outro. I'll do the outro another way. Alright, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all participation. You gonna be here next week? Wanna jump in for the next week's episode?